So folks are always asking where we stay, and tonight we ended up in a really cute little hotel. Susan will have to tell you the name, but it is in Villers, Switzerland, and it apparently is a hotel that's been here since the 40s and has been owned in essence by the same family 3 generations. Anyway, this is just a real quick look at it. It's really cute. Great food, great service, and it's been a fun little spot. Really cool little bar, and we've gotten to know the waiter a little bit, and there'll be more on him in a bit. Tell us just a little bit, just tell us your story in general.
Okay, well, I mean, I can tell you as much as I can remember.
Okay.
That's fair.
So my parents, they took this double-decker bus, and they used to have this little community, and they used to be like these pirates, so they would jump onto the canal boats and do these circus shows, perform in the street, and they used to do that with the whole community.
Okay.
And they used to get the whole community together, so they were kind of like the heart of this community. And it was really nice when they met, because they decided to take this double-decker bus and traveled with Sound Conspiracy, which is something that I don't know if you've heard of, but Sound Conspiracy used to be this big clandestine voyagers that used to travel with big sound systems and play music for people that didn't afford it. They used to do this totally free, and they used to bring food to people in these countries where it was basically desert.
So they took one of the English buses,
the double-decker buses. They transformed it into a house,
and then turned it into
a house. Yeah, perfectly moving house, with toilets, showers, totally independent. They have the fireplace.
Did they build it themselves?
Yeah.
Or did they have it built?
No, they built it themselves.
So
My mom was most of the engineer of, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What I remember is that, we went from England to France to, Greece, then Turkey, then, Iran, Bangladesh, Pakistan.
The Middle East.
Yeah, all the Middle East, all the way down to, we arrived in Australia,
Yeah,
So
your dad said in
we
the
went-
video, he said you shipped from somewhere
Yeah.
to Australia.
Australia,
Okay.
yeah, and we always have to put the bus onto a container ship, and it was always the top thing on the container ship because it can't fit in a container.
Yeah.
And it was
I bet there was some
on
logistics in that.
an open container,
Yeah.
so you're actually quite scared when you see all your possessions and your whole house
Yeah.
being transported onto a ship, and just kind of praying that it makes
And
it
did
to
you
the other
guys
side.
fly?
So we would fly, yeah.
Okay. And
So
wait
you
for
would
it.
put the bus on a ship.
Yeah,
It would go.
Yeah.
And then you guys would fly.
yeah, and meet it on the other side.
Okay.
And then we would get back in our bus, and we would keep on traveling.
How often did your parents perform? Was it a night?
Oh, it was a thing, like a weekend,
Okay.
Well, we would perform on the weekends and enjoy the beach and the coast during the week. We were opposite to the 9 to 5. My parents were really like, my dad, just to give you a little description, my dad at one point, he took all of his ties. He used to work in a regular job, before starting all this circus, and just burned all his ties and said, never again, Yeah.
So then from Australia and New Zealand, then you went where?
Chile,
And shipped the bus
Yeah.
from Australia to Chile.
no, New Zealand to Chile.
From New Zealand
Yeah.
to Chile. Okay.
Yeah. So Chile, we did the whole coast of Chile. That's where I learned Spanish. That's where my earliest memories come alive, kind of, That's what I remember is South America. So that is what defines me. When you ask me, where are you from? I would always say, well, I was born in France, and my dad's English.
Yeah.
So technically, I'm half English, half French.
Right.
But what defines me is South America,
Okay.
Central America,
Okay.
and Italy, which is the places that we spend the most of time.
Okay.
We possibly spent 5 years traveling through all of South America and Central America. And in South America, again, we're lucky enough to visit before, Pablo Escobar,
Yeah.
and all of the chaos of there, exactly. But it was always kind of, it was one more dangerous than the other. Always Colombia and Venezuela kind of, It was always, oh, Colombia's more dangerous. Oh no, Venezuela's more dangerous. But I remember, my parents making a game out of me having to duck to the ground as soon as I hear a gunshot. So, still.
So you would be prepared.
We would be prepared. It would happen that my parents would be in the middle of performing a circus show, and there would be a gunshot, and everybody would scatter. My parents had to, find me. I was on the ground somewhere, laying on the ground, waiting for my parents to pick me up. Oh yeah, we heard gunfire. We were definitely, there was some terrifying moments for my parents more than me because I was a kid and I was protected, very well protected from my parents from all this ugly, As I said, they made a game out of, if you hear a gunshot, just get to the ground, everything will be fine. We went from South America, Central America to Texas, big difference,
All the way up through Mexico, all of that.
Yeah, all of Mexico. We spent a lot of time in Mexico, Tulum, doing circus shows on the beaches. But there was a big difference from Central America to Texas. When you're crossing the border, the cultural difference is incredible.
How did you finance this whole thing?
Shows,
They
performing.
just did shows, perform the whole time.
That's how you finance a world tour.
That is an unbelievable.
How many were in the group? How many
Oh, it
performers?
was my parents mainly, and then people came and went. It was a turnover. We started with about, I think it was called the Nashville Sprockets, and there was about 35 to 40 people traveling with us.
Okay.
So of course not everybody slept in the bus, but everybody traveled in the bus. And then
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So you had a group that went with you.
A big group. Nashville Sprocket. But that everybody kind of found their own way and kind of went on their own way, and we ended up with just us three again. In South America, we kind of adopted these three Chileans, which were really nice people. They become my brothers because all of South America, we traveled with them, and they did circus shows with my parents. So that was like a big troupe, again. And then in Central America, Joe came over, they kind of left, so it was them three again,
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so
Staying
much.
after
Oh yeah, thank you
work
so
and-
much. Oh yeah, it's been a
And
pleasure.
talking to us.
How about a limoncello shot and a cheer?
Yes.
And I don't know what language we should say it in. Cheers.
Salute.
Salute. There is one of six. Indeed.
A beautiful day's ride through a national park led us to Thun, the unofficial surfing capital of Switzerland, and a town about to reveal even more surprises.
It's a little rainy here in Thun, Switzerland. We're taking a little walk, and Susan spied over here through these cool wood doors into this cave. Come on, let's go. Take me, baby, take me.
That's cool. Come on. It's kind of like Prague with the underground
It
cellar.
is, yeah. You can see the curvature of the,
Look how cool they got the money.
yeah. I need to bring I definitely need to bring a $2 bill or something. Here. Anyway.
Hey, as luck would have it, we are here in Thun, Switzerland, experiencing the Alps Festival or Shooting Festival. Susan and I just happened to come into this town, and this place is rocking. We had no idea they'd put on this kind of welcome for us. The Swiss are out of control tonight, baby. Susan's getting into it.
According to legend, Thun Swiss soldiers captured the jester of Charles the Bold in 1476. Today he returns as Fulehung, racing through the streets and playfully pounding the crowd.
There he is again. Fulehung is back. He is back. There he is. There he goes. The Fulehung. He's smacking people. He's hitting them again. Oh yeah.
We are in the turret in the castle overlooking Thun, Switzerland. And I have one major question, and that is, do the pigeons follow the rules? So we just arrived in Lucerne, Switzerland, and our hotel room for the night is in this place, Barbaz, and we're somewhere on the second floor. And I think you can tell from the bars on the outside of this place that it used to be a prison. So we're anxious to get inside and see what our room looks like. All right, I took a little bit of video from the outside, and self-checking, yeah, I'll bet.
Look at the sign.
Look at the,
Please respect the other prison inmates and be quiet.
in the corridors. Now, that's no joke right there.
It used to be a prison.
I understand. I understand. Anyway, yeah. Well, this is oh my gosh! Look at this. Okay. Well, here we are. Cell 216, and the reveal. Now, how about that? Help! Window works. Now this, my dear, is an interesting accommodation.
Isn't it?
It is. And here,
Come on, have fun.
here's our little bathroom right
I've been
here.
in prison before.
That's right. Look at that.
I never had to go to jail before.
How about that?
All right. There you go. We are in prison and we sort of had a refrigerator here. We're opening the window because it's cool and wet outside. We're going to put our items we want to keep cold outside by the bars.
This, I guess, is where the meals used to be served. And apparently, they have welded this closed, so it's too bad we won't be able to experience that. But anyway, looks like we're gonna be in jail for a night or two. We'll be calling people for some bail, I guess.
So we are on the Spur Bridge in Lucerne, and by sight it's a beautiful bridge with hanging flowers and very peaceful looking. However, it's known as the Bridge of Death. And if you look up on the ceiling, there are 67 paintings along the way that depict one thing, and that is that everyone dies.
Let me fix some. Oh my gosh, this is the biggest G. The biggest. Oh my gosh, what's that thing, Kelly? Oh wow, wow, wow. Oh my gosh. Don't forget in the chat. Let's go refresh. Madonna, mamma mia. Madonna, mamma mia. Who knows? I like the...
Give me that backflip.
So quick you didn't even see it. You got your exercise today.
Yeah? Were you going to say something about this?
No. It's that lion's carved into the rock. You get that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are here in Andermatt, Switzerland, which many consider to be kind of the home base of many of the Swiss Alps and the passes, trying to determine exactly which direction we want to go tomorrow to ride some passes that are local here. We've determined we're going to do kind of a clockwise here out of Andermatt, and we're going to do the famous Furka Pass. That's the pass that has the iconic picture of the hotel that's right in the switchback, which we'll be taking some pictures and video of tomorrow. We'll continue on over Grimsel Pass, which is right here, up to the north, and then back over Susten Pass, back down into Andermatt. If we have some extra time and we're feeling good, we may roll down here and go over the Newfoundland Pass, and then maybe turn around and come back. But anyway, we're going to catch at least 4 passes tomorrow, maybe 5. Then the following day, when we leave Andermatt, I think we're going to go down through St. Gothard Pass, which is also an amazing pass headed south toward Italy, and then on down to Lake Lugano. After that, we're going to work through this area where Lake Como is, etc. Don't have any set plans there. And then mosey on over through the Italian Alps and on up to the famous Stelvio Pass. So that's kind of a rough plan, and we're looking forward to going. Yes, we have. Grimsel Pass.
5 legendary passes on one perfect Swiss day.
Should be a cart right there. See the cart? How cool is that?
That's the car?
That's our cart.
Okay, now keep going, baby. Only 240 more meters. We have an Airbnb and they left us a luggage cart. It's a 250-meter walk with our stuff. But hey, the bike is in a covered parking space overlooking Lake Lugano.
I'm just thinking about that Sherpa movie we watched last night.
Yep.
About that lady.
She went to Everest 10 times.
She went up it 10 times.
10 times.
Surely I can do this once.
All right, go baby, go. And did we mention that there's no restaurant, there's no cars, there's no anything in this little village? So we have to haul in our groceries too, which we're going to make a wonderful dinner later. Probably another 100 meters to go.
There's a horse right here.
Yay! Yay, we're in.
And this is truly a reveal. Okay, so you keep that rolling.
Okay.
We'll bring our stuff in a minute. But we gotta see what we got. Was this worth the walk?
All right. We might need some light. If there's a light anywhere. Okay.
Okay, now. Yeah, we can get out, no problem. Okay, let's see. Okay. More light. Somewhere. There's some light. Okay, now, let's see. Oh, it's a couple of bedrooms.
That's a sofa bed.
Okay.
The bedroom should be here. Ah! Oh, the view. Wowza. It's a view.
Let me open one.
Oh, the sun is bright.
Look at that. Wow.
But it sure is worth the view. Wow.
Okay, here is the restaurant that is just down the street from our Airbnb. And the good news is, it's always open. Unlike many restaurants in this part of the world. But anyway,
It's funny.
there it is. Baby,
Yeah?
what do you think about this bathroom?
This bathroom rocks. Oh, that's how you're gonna do it. How romantic.
Welcome, Susan,
Thank you.
to Lake Lugano, Italy.
Thank you.
Tonight we have prepared a very nice dinner for you. Sicilian sausage and some cheese from Rome. Italiano bread that you can enjoy with some olive oil and a balsamic. And the greener stuff.
Basil.
The basil on the top. Bon appetito. And welcome to Italy.
Thank you.
See the world from our handlebars. Ride along with us at Buggy Teeth.